Hello and welcome to another episode of Blogging with Blake. I'm Antoinette, a social media maven, a boomer who blogs with a millennial mind. And today we're going to talk about choosing a domain name, your web address, your URL, where people are going to find you. Knock, knock. Who are you? What do you represent? What are your interests? How do you want people to remember you? Those are all questions that you have to ask yourself when you're choosing a domain name, because it's going to be where people find you. It's going to be representative of you. So choose your name wisely. Look at it, read it, reread it, have somebody check it out. If it's a name that you're married to, meaning you just have to have that name and it's not available, then you know what? There's ways to search and find different unique ways to spell it, to write it. But don't put a whole bunch of numbers and symbols and underscores, because when people put it in the URL address, you don't want them finding some weird, off the wall website, because again, it's representative of you. Now, if you decide to go hosting, which is free, versus self-hosting, which is not free, it's almost like renting versus buying. Start free. That's my advice. My advice is to always start free. Why? Because you might get into the blogging thing and decide, 2 weeks, 2 months, 6 months down the line, you don't have time, you don't want to do it. So that way you haven't invested a thing. So if you decide to go free, which I suggest, just know that the extension of your hosting site is going to be at the end of your URL. For example, when I first started DE Diva Deals, I was hosting with WordPress. So my blog was DEDivaDeals.wordpress.com. That was fine because it was unique to me. I knew no one else had DE Diva Deals. So DEDivaDeals.com, it didn't matter. Now I own it. So I am DEDivaDeals.com. Same thing with blogging with Blake. I am bloggingwithblake.com. I am with a self-hosting platform. Some people choose to go with their first and last name, and that's fine. And as a matter of fact, that's a good idea, simply due to the fact that you might change interests. So if you had a website about sailing, and then you decided you didn't want to do that and you wanted to do rock climbing, well, if you had your blog with your name, it's your name. It doesn't matter. You can change your interest anytime that you want. So, think about it, write it, read my blog, Blogging with Blake, because there's some tips in there on what you should avoid and how to make sure that your URL name is something that is legit and it's something that's not too off the wall, because sometimes it can really mess up you. The way you write it, you break up those words and it's just not jiving. So check it out. Also, after you do that, start thinking about your themes, okay? Because with your domain name that is now representative of you, now you get to put on the window dressing. So think about what themes. There are so many different themes with a free or hosted website. And if you go self-hosted, that's fine as well. But until we meet again, and again, I'm going to say thank you for spending a few minutes with me. These videos are going to be short and to the point, because I don't want to waste your time and you don't want to waste my time. And I just got these few little tips. So again, thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and follow the blog, Blogging with Blake. Until the next time, have a great day. See ya.